They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? How you guys doing, huh? You hanging in, I hope. Hope everyone's doing well. You staying safe? Are you staying healthy? Are you kicking this crap out of this stupid thing we're dealing with? I hope so. Hey, listen, I wanted to start doing these once a month. This is the top 10 WTF British moments of March 2021. So, found a cool YouTube page, and they do these every month. And well, they're British moments, so why not catch up on the WTF British moments, right? I mean, it's exactly what I want to do is learn more about this culture and all about Britain and Great Britain and Europe in general, I think, but mostly, because I'm pretty much all European, but mainly British. So I thought this would be kind of cool to start doing. So here's the first one that I'm going to do. I might even look back at some of these. I don't know that I'll get all these references. I think a lot of them are going to be pop culture references I may not get. But I think I'll learn that way because once I watch the video, if I don't understand it, I can go later on and check it out and learn about it. So this way I'll start to get to know things. I don't know. You know? I don't know. Either way, let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Top 10 what the fuck British moments, March 2021.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WTF British moments of March 2021.
I'm sure, you will be right behind me, and I'll be right behind you, talking about how wrong it is and how,
No question.
I knew
For
this
this
would be
list,
on
we'll
there.
be looking at the most unbelievable things to happen in the UK this month. Let us know which you found most shocking in the comments.
Definitely there was a big call for work after the wedding.
Number 10, Suburban Dalek. There's
What?
cosplay, and then there's this. One man in Western Supermare has taken it upon himself to lift the spirits of his neighbours during the lockdown.
Look at the hood. This guy's wearing a frickin' hood. I can't with this guy. I can't imagine. Let's listen. I'm just looking at him. He looks like Obi-Wan
He
Kenobi.
spends a large chunk of his free time roaming the streets dressed as a Dalek. The Dalek is named Draco and took its owner, Ian McTeague, a year and a half to build. He uses an electric wheelchair to steer it. But while this seems silly at first, Ian actually uses the Dalek to help raise money for charity. And what's a more British way to raise money than by invoking Doctor Who? Still, it's definitely not what you expect to see in Somerset. Number 9, Williams accused. Comedian and TV personality David Williams might be one of the UK's most popular figures, but does he have a dark secret? Residents of Wales seem to think so and have pointed out that an e-fit recently released by South Wales Police of an infamous dog napper bears an uncanny resemblance to
does look like him.
Williams. In fact, the image is so spooky that Williams has ended up denying that he's the dog napper on Twitter. As always, he had a great sense of humour about the entire thing, but it's strange to think he has a doppelganger running amok in Wales, stealing innocent pets.
That's crazy.
Number 8, Ghost Ship. While out for a stroll along the coast of Cornwall earlier this month, Rambler David Morris spotted something most unusual. An enormous cargo ship could be seen on the horizon, but bizarrely, it was floating high above the water.
That's
Is the
weird.
English Channel haunted by a ghost ship? Well, no. It's actually a superior mirage, albeit a very impressive example of one, which is quite rare to see in the UK. It's thought that mirages just like this are responsible for ghost ship sightings around the world for hundreds of years.
Wow.
And looking at the picture, it's easy to see why.
That's crazy.
Still, it was definitely a sinister thing to see on a morning. Number 7,
That's
Llandudno's goats. When lockdown began in 2020, the empty streets of Llandudno, a tourist trap in North Wales, proved much too inviting for the local
Nobody's out hanging out in the streets, so the goats don't care. They're wandering around the neighborhood, and they're all screwing each other because, hey, ain't nobody out here to stop us. Ain't nobody keeping us in the
goat population. The goats usually live just outside the town, but they've been running rampant for the last year. In March 2021, residents had enough. The goats have been getting louder and more disruptive, taking over the streets and causing chaos. Even worse, the goats have been breeding in
It's like a gang of goats terrorizing the streets. Here comes the goats. They're kind of cute. I don't know. They're kind of neat.
increasing their numbers threefold in the last year. They've even broken into people's houses on the hunt for food. The situation gets worse with
Go with a lockpick. I know you got some fucking alfalfa in there.
every passing day. Number 6, Blues Brothers Sermon. Zoom can be a tricky thing to use, as this vicar knows all too well. While trying to deliver a sermon during Lent, Reverend Vaughan Roberts of Warwick ended up delivering his entire welcome message dressed like one of the Blues Brothers. His
Filters,
wife was
baby.
the culprit behind
Filters.
this fiasco, accidentally turning on a filter that gave him sunglasses and a fedora and being unable to switch it off. Of course, the clip went viral, with people around the world sharing it. But it was all in good fun. The
This
church,
guy.
St. Mary's, is currently doing a fundraiser to make important repairs, so all the attention will probably help. Number 5, £1,600 for bananas. How much would you pay for a bunch of bananas?
Not
Well,
that
probably
much.
not £1,599.
I don't like bananas enough to pay $16 a pound, let alone $1,600. I wouldn't pay $16. I probably wouldn't pay $1.60. I pay like 49 cents a pound, 39 cents a pound, maybe 59 cents. All depends on where you go. I usually like to get the organic bananas. They taste better. They're better for my kids. Those are usually 69 or 79 cents a pound. I'm not going $1.60.
Unless they were bananas made of solid gold. But that's exactly what happened to one woman, Cumbra Barnes, this month when she tried to buy some bananas from a London branch of Marks & Spencer. The London prices are steep, but this is ridiculous. To make matters worse, getting the necessary refund wasn't easy. She had to walk to a completely different branch because of problems with the tills where she originally shopped. Elsewhere in the country, and another woman found herself shortchanged by a major retailer when she spent £7 on a McDonald's burger and got only a single slice of cheese.
Why did this woman have to go get a refund? When I go to the store to go grocery shopping, I got 5 squirrels running around here. And then me and Mrs. Squirrel, and now we got Mama Squirrel. There's 8 of us in this house. I'm not spending $1,600 shopping. Not in one shopping trip. No way. There's no way. So how do you not notice this before you leave the store? What's this lady buying? That she doesn't notice the $1,600 discrepancy in the bill. What is she going in and buying like 12,000 bucks worth of beef at a whack? I don't get that. I just don't get it.
Number 4, Harry and Meghan lookalikes lose work. The tell-all interview with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Oprah Winfrey has been the hottest topic of this March.
You know, he can make £2,500 in just a few days.
But there are plenty of people who wish it had never happened. And it's not just the royal family. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lookalikes have found a glut of work in the wake of the interview, with the British public taking out their rage on the unfortunate souls who share a passing resemblance to the Sussexes.
To use me as a punch bag when I'm not her, I thought was really inappropriate.
Well, they'd get a real job. I'm looking at these 4 right here. First of all, I don't think that they look, especially the guy on the bottom. The guy on the bottom left, he looks more like Screech from Saved by the Bell. I don't understand. I don't think these people look that much like them. I know what they look like. They've been all over the news lately. I don't know. And now you're crying because you got to get a real job? You're taking some flack? Go get a real job. Looking like someone's not I guess it's a job, but it's not a real job. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to happen to look like somebody, so I'm going to, I don't know, get a job.
On the flip side, there are some lookalikes who say they've actually got more work since the Megxit scandal began. Though most people agree that these lookalikes don't look alike the royal couple whatsoever.
So it seems as though those playing Meghan get a tougher time than those playing Harry.
Number 3, alien sighting. People in Wigan had a close encounter of the third kind recently when a tiny humanoid was witnessed roaming the streets.
3 of my 5 kids are tiny humanoids. I understand this.
Luckily, one local woman was able to snap a picture, and it's certainly weird. The creature is bright white and would look just like a tiny person if not for its bizarre head that resembles a flying saucer or a sombrero. It could be photoshopped, but the woman who took the picture has sent it off to experts for a proper analysis, which she probably wouldn't do if she doctored it herself. Even stranger is the fact she didn't see it when she walked down the road. It only showed up in her images. Number 2, Magna Carta.
What the
As a vocal
hell?
group of people opposed to the lockdowns, saying the government has no right to stop them from opening their shops and serving customers. And finally, they found a law to cite that seems to back them up. The Magna Carta, a charter signed by King John in the year 1215 to give more power to England's barons, has a clause that says people can choose to ignore laws they consider unjust. However, this particular clause was removed only months after the king signed the document more than 800 years ago. Suffice to say, the
makes it
Magna
tough.
Carta does not let you ignore the law and open a shop in the middle of a pandemic. Number 1, Piers quits.
The damage
there
to
it
the
is.
monarchy here should not be underestimated.
Nothing gets on Piers Morgan's nerves like Meghan Markle, and he reached his breaking point in the wake of the Oprah interview. In the interview, Markle spoke about her struggles with mental health, which Morgan said he simply
What are your thoughts on Piers? I mean, seriously, I want to know what everybody thinks. I mean, this issue aside, let's not look at this, because this is very fresh and it's very deep for a lot of people. I know. I get that. I understand that. I'm not trying to stir people against each other in the comments. Please, not at all. I just want to know what you think the general view in Britain is on Piers Morgan. I just want to know what everyone thinks the general view of this guy is. That's all I want to know. Because I can't really pinpoint it as to whether or not he's liked or not. I can't tell. We had limited Piers time over here in the United States when he was a judge, I think, on one of the shows or something. I just wondered. That's all. He kind of, I don't know. I don't know how he comes off over there. I don't know.
didn't believe. Since he's the face of a mental health campaign, this didn't go down well.
It was those two things have detonated as you know, a racially charged bomb at the palace.
Live on air, weatherman Alex Beresford called Morgan out on his attitude towards Markle, which caused him to storm off, leave the studio, and ultimately quit Good Morning Britain.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no. Sorry.
So, do you know what? That's
You
pathetic.
can track him, mate, but not my own
No.
stuff. See you later.
I'm being...
Sorry, can't do this.
The scenes became Ofcom's most complained about moment ever, with almost 60,000 complaints coming in. Do you agree with our picks?
Look at that. Boy, I think I stopped it right at the perfect time. Look at that. Anyhow, that was kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. I think the goats might have been one of my favorite stories. And the little alien dude, not sure what the hell that's about. Paper cutout or something. I don't know. Anyways, I just want to keep it up with current events. So I enjoyed doing this. If it only gets 10 views, it only gets 10 views, you know. But hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. Maybe you'll all get to catch up on the current events with me. Oh. Yeah, I think that's about all I got right now. I got 4 Ronnie's Fridays Friday coming up. And then, so I'll make sure I get 2 of those 2 Ronnies done by then. Yeah, and make sure that you're leaving me your favorite 2 Ronnies in the comments. Just tell me which ones. I mean, I got a list of them here. Quite a big list, actually. And I've done a few of them. But keep letting me know which ones you like the most, because I want to make sure I'm doing the ones that you guys like. So that's about all I got right now. Scroll out.
Fuck yeah, M-C-K-Y-A. Fuck yeah, M-C-K-Y-A. I really hate your fucking guts, and I'd like to kick you in the